Okay, friends, so we are going to do a quick rounding review very quickly. You can do this with me on your whiteboard, and then you are going to have some homework assignments so that you can practice how to round the right way. So you're listening, watching, do it with me if you want to for the practice, and then you will have some homework, okay? So get your supplies ready. Okay, so in order to round the correct way, this says, round 546,132 to the nearest thousand. Let's start there. We have to round it to the nearest thousand. Well, I have my handy dandy key process over here. And step one is underline the digit you're rounding to. Well, 1,000 is purple. I have my purple. I know the 6 is in my thousands place. Okay? So I've done step one. Now it says create a number line. Well, I don't have much space over here, so very neatly, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to create a vertical number line with 3 points. A low point, a midpoint, and a high point. I've done step two. Step three. Now I have to start creating my points on my number line. So step three. Every number to the right of the underlined digit becomes a 0. That's your bottom number. So I'm creating my bottom number on my number line. So every digit to the right of my underline becomes a 0. Okay, so it's going to be 546,000. This becomes a 0. So label that. Got it. Next step. Add 1 to the underlined digit, which is 6. Add 1 and keep those zeros, and that's my top number. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So my top number will be 547,000. Keep the zeros. From down here, keep the zeros. Next, we have step 5. The digit to the right of the underline becomes a 5. That's my midpoint. So my midpoint will be 546,500. So the digit to the right becomes a 5. That's my midpoint. Okay? Now it says step 6. Place the original number, so this black number here is the original number. Place that original number on the number line where it belongs, okay? I can't just throw it on there wherever I want to. I have to figure out where it goes. So I have 546,100. Okay, well I know this is 500, so it can't go up here anywhere. 100 is less than 500. So I know, let's see, 546,100. So I think it's probably gonna go right in here, my original number. 132. Okay, so I've done that, and now it says I have to round. Well, I know that if it's up here, I'm rounding up. And if it's down here, I'm rounding down. So, in this case, I'll be rounding down. So to my nearest thousand, this number will be rounded to 546,000. I'm rounding to my nearest thousand, which is 6,000. All right, now we are going to practice rounding to the 10,000s place. Same process, different place. So I change colors so that we can focus our eyeballs on the orange color, okay? We're no longer looking at purple, we're looking at orange. So, 10,000. Okay, so let me find my number. Well, that was thousands. I know next I have 10,000. So I'm going to underline, that's step 1. Underline the digit you're rounding to. Well, I'm rounding to 10,000, so I underlined that digit in my number. Step 2, create a number line. All right, again, I don't have space, but I need it to look neat. So here I go, I'll come here in the middle and I'll create my number line with 3 points, a low, a mid, a top, okay? I've done that. Now I have to find my low point, my midpoint, and my top point. Gotta find it now. So, step 3. Every digit to the right of my underline, remember, orange, every digit to the right becomes a 0. That's my bottom number. Okay, well let me just copy that. So 5, 4 is underlined, and it says every digit to the right becomes a 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0. Cool. Step 4. Add 1 to the underlined digit and keep all the zeros from down here. That's your top number. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So I have 5, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so 540,000, 550,000. Now I need a midpoint, so step 5, the digit to the right of the underlined digit becomes a 5. That's my midpoint. Okay, let me write that down. 5, 4, 5, 545,000. 545,000. And guys, 545,000 is directly in the middle between 540,000 and 550,000. So now I've done that. Final step, step 6. Place your original number, so the black number here, on the number line. Okay, so I have 546,000. Well, I know this is 545. 546,000 is going to be a little bit higher than that. So I'll probably place it right in this area, and I'll label it 546,132. Okay, well, I'm not rounding to my midpoint. I want to round to my top point or my low point. And since it is up here in this section, I will be rounding up. So 546,132 to the nearest 10,000 would be 550,000. Okay? All right, guys, last one. We're going to look at 100,000, rounding this number, the same number, to the 100,000. And now my color is green, so don't look at purple, don't look at orange. We are just looking at the green color. Okay, nearest 100,000. Well, let me check my key process. Step 1 says, underline the digit you're rounding to. 100,000, 100,000. I'm rounding to my 100,000, so the 5. Okay, step 2, create a number line. Again, nice and neat. I'm very organized. I got my color coding. I don't expect you to color code, but I do expect you to have neat work. Created my number line with my 3 spaces for my 3 points. Step 3, now I got to figure out my low point. Well, every number to the right of the underlined digit becomes a 0. So that's going to be easy. It's going to be 500,000. 500,000, because these all become zeros. Okay? My bottom number. Next, I got to look at my top number. Add 1 to the underlined digit. 5 plus 1 is 6. So my top number is going to be 600,000. Okay? Lastly, I need a midpoint. Step 5 says the digit to the right of the underline, okay, so the 4, will become a 5, and that is your midpoint. So we're dealing with 550,000. 550,000. Just like that, okay? Finally, step 6. Place the original number, so my original black number, on the number line and round. So think, where is this number going to go? 546,132. Well, it's not quite. It's still 46. So it's not quite to 550,000 just yet. So it's probably going to be somewhere down here. So I'll label it 546,132. Well, it's closer to the midpoint, but I'm not rounding to the midpoint. I'm rounding to the top or to the bottom. So since it is in this section, I'm rounding down. So when it says round to the nearest 100,000, 546,132 to the nearest 100,000 would be 500,000. So I just showed you all of those steps. It's the same steps every time, just looking at different digits, okay? So you are going to get instructions on what your homework is. Okay, friends, so on Google Classroom, there is an assignment that's called 1014 rounding homework. 1014 rounding homework. You open it up, hit watch the video, and you're going to watch the video that I post, this video that you're watching right now. You are going to complete the assignment listed showing your work. So just like I showed all my work here, don't do it on the dry erase board because I want to see the work that you are producing. I want to see where you are right, where you're not right, where we need to work more. And lastly, you're going to have to send it to me. You can email it, you can text it, you can send it on Dojo. However, in Google Classroom, you are going to have to go back in and hit that little black button that says mark as done so that I see that it's done and I can give your assignment a grade. So that's what you're doing. Good luck. If you need help, I will turn in what you can. I will be working with you guys further on this as the days go by. But get everything done as you can. Okay? All right. I believe in you.